Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your November 2016 general readings. I hope everyone has had a very good October. Happy Halloween. I'm actually recording this on October 31st. So I am using the Gilded Tarot deck and drawing the customary 8 cards for the month, 2 cards for each week, with an additional 9th card from the bottom of the deck as your crowning card representing overall energy and advice for the reading. These are general readings, and you guys are probably all tired of hearing us readers say that, but we have to because there's so many of you watching. They're not going to resonate the same for everyone who watches, so make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well if you know them and if you can, because they may resonate for you a little more predictively than your primary sun sign. And watching all three, you may get information from each of them that plays out in different areas of your life. So together, it provides a more whole and clear picture of the time frame ahead that the reading covers. Thank you. Always a note of gratitude to those of you who continue to watch and listen and follow my channel so faithfully. Thank you so much for your support and feedback and all the comments. I read each and every one of them, and I love doing so. You guys are brilliant. Keep it up. And thank you to those of you who are new. Thank you for watching and for subscribing to this channel. And thank you as well, always a special thank you to those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings. It's a pleasure and an honor always to read for you, and I'm grateful for the trust that you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. And a note of gratitude also for my regular clients for allowing me to be a part of the chapters of your life as they continue to unfold, and for the continued updates and how the readings play out for you in your lives moving forward. If any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can click on the little about sign on my channel's homepage, and which will give you a little more information, and also has my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. So if you're interested, send me an email and we will set something up for you. I do readings full-time, 6 days a week, so I'm able to get back with you quite quickly and set up a reading within a pretty timely fashion. Current turnaround time is anywhere from a few days to upwards of 2 weeks, but almost always within 2 weeks we can schedule a reading. So if you're interested, email me and we'll go from there. So moving right into this reading is for Sagittarius for November 2016. What does the month of November 2016 have in store for our Sagittarians? God, Spirit, Angels, Guides, show me the energies for the fire sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, November 2016. Guidance, feedback, advice, messages from Spirit for Sagittarius for the month of November 2016. What do they need to know to navigate through the month of November 2016? Show me the energies for the fire sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius for November 2016. Okay, Sagittarius, we begin with the Empress, followed by the Two of Cups. Oh, how lovely. Some of you are finding out you're pregnant or going to be having a baby. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Magician, the Hierophant and the Devil, and the Two of Swords with the Two of Wands. From the bottom of the deck, you have 2 cards that popped out. The first one is the King of Swords and the second is the Ace of Cups. I'm going to keep them both in there. All right, Sagittarius, let's take a look. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius, let's begin. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 major arcana cards. Almost half your spread is major arcana cards. So a strong, strong sense of divine timing and orchestration is at play for you in the month of November 2016, Sagittarius. Beautiful reading overall. Some decisions that'll need to be made moving towards the end of November and into December. I feel like for a lot of you, this is about a relationship. For a lot of you, I think it's going to be a love relationship. Where to go with that. For some of you, it's about increasing your family. There's some fertility, pregnancy energy going on here, new babies. For some of you, it's how to proceed further in a relationship or where you're going to be taking your family. For others of you, that soulmate card is also just fundamentally about a beautiful union or a really great partnership. For some of you, this could be resonating in business and career as well. So we enter November 2016 with a really gorgeous combination of cards. We have the major arcana card of the Empress, followed by the Two of Cups. This is just a lovely, lovely combination. Major Arcana card of the Empress. She is the traditional Earth Mother of the Tarot. She is, and probably the most feminine and sensual of all the cards. She is the perfect combination of the unseen spiritual world and the tangible material sensual world. She is the traditional Earth Mother. She's all about fertility, pregnancy, rebirth, the time being right to plant seeds for something, to begin to grow and nurture and manifest later on. The Empress is the yes sign. The kind of the green light on beginning any new projects, beginning new paths, new jobs, new relationships, starting anything new because the time is right. The time is fertile now. For some of you, this is going to represent very tangible fertility. Some of you may be finding out you're pregnant this month. Some of you maybe having a baby this month. For some of you that are wanting to get pregnant this month, this looks like it would be a very good month to conceive. So for those of you who are wanting that, good luck. And for those of you who don't, forewarned is forearmed. It looks like a very good time for new beginnings, planting the seeds for new beginnings. For some of you, this is going to be in business and finance. It could be starting a new job, starting a new career path, beginning a new project. There's that beautiful Two of Cups soulmate, a great union partnership energy with it. So some of you may be starting your own business, partnering with somebody in some new business or project of some kind. The Empress is paired with the Two of Cups. Cups is the suit that is ruled by the element of water. So it governs feelings, emotions, relationships, love, all different kinds of relationships, all different kinds of love. At its most fundamental, it's about a coming together, a beautiful partnership, a beautiful union of some kind. For some of you, this is going to be love and romance. This is going to be your soulmate, kindred spirit. It's more than just a meeting of the mind, the heart, the soul. It's more than just physical and chemical attraction. It is more about a meeting of the mind, the heart, the soul, the spirit. In business and career or in partnership with somebody else in the more tangible, concrete world, it's a beautiful union. It's a perfect match. It's a great job. It's the partnering together to achieve something truly beautiful. And it feels like you and someone else, excuse me, you and someone else, whether that's your soulmate, kindred spirit in love and romance, or whether that's a business partner or a friend, a family member, starting new things, starting new avenues, opening up, planting the seeds that you hope to grow and manifest into something quite beautiful down the road. And it looks like just a great union and a great partnership. Whatever you're beginning, now is the time to do it. It's a good time. Now, next to that, we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Magician. So it is a good time to plant seeds now because the Ten of Pentacles is where we're headed, where you want to go. This is the culmination, fruition. Pentacles is ruled by the element of earth. So it's about things in our earthly, tangible, material environment. Tens represent the full achievement, the coming full circle, the end of a cycle. The Ten of Pentacles in business and finance, if that's what this partnership is about for some of you for whom that resonates, because there's a lot of you watching, it's going to mean different things, but the energy is the same. This is going to be a very fruitful project, successful, prosperous, abundance, but it's also going to grow and manifest, have roots, have stability, solidity, and a real sense of continuity to it. There's a strong theme of home and family around this as well. It can represent family money, family business, family estate. Perhaps you're starting a family business or taking an already existing family business in a new direction this month. It looks like a really great time to do that. Perhaps you're beginning a business with a member of the family or somebody else. And it represents that not only is it successful and beneficial for you, but also that will benefit your family or those in your close sphere around you, particularly whoever you're partnering with as well. It's prosperous and abundant, but it has a very rooted, long lasting feeling to it. Now it's paired with a magician card, major arcana card, and this is a great card. This is a card about uh, manifesting what you want by exerting your own experience, practice, knowledge, your own determination and will on your external world to create and manifest and build whatever you want, because that's what the magician does. He's walked a fair road of life already. He's learned a lot through trial and error, success, failure, triumph, defeat. He's learned all of that. And now he's reached a point in his life where he can use all the experience, all the tools, all the wisdom, all the knowledge that he now has to exert his will on anything in the external environment, the material world, to create and build and manifest what he wants. So for some of you, again, this is going to be perhaps some of you are increasing your family, you're having a baby, you're finding out you're getting pregnant, and it's like, okay, where do I go from here? Now it's time to look ahead at the future of my family and what kind of foundation do I want to build, and how am I going to actually create that, and begin to kind of think about that and plan about that. For some of you, it's going to be about business, career. Maybe you're starting your own business, taking a business in a new direction. The Ten of Pentacles is the goal, and it's all about how do I manifest that? How do I use my experience, my knowledge, the tools that I have? How do I create what I want in that tangible realm? Now, next to that, we have an interesting combination. We have the Hierophant paired with the Devil. Now, there's a little conflictive energy in here. The Hierophant represents convention, tradition, the establishment. It can represent organized religion, large corporations, institutions, businesses. It's about following the prescribed path, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, doing what everybody else is doing under one single umbrella. There is a certain sacrifice of individuality with the Hierophant, but the payoff is that you get to belong and have the security and foundation of a large group or organization. So for some of you, this could represent in business and finance a large corporation, business institution, perhaps what you're thinking about beginning and starting as a new job or veering off into a new career path. You're trying to build something for yourself for the future, perhaps for your family as well. And you're worried, especially paired with the Devil, which is about imbalance. Perhaps you're worried that um, it's not going to provide you with the kind of stability and foundation that you need, or you're thinking of leaving the stable foundation that you have. Perhaps you're already working in an organization, you have a good steady job, the pay is decent, you know, you have all the security that comes along with working for an organization or you know, with a group of other people. And the imbalance at the front that the Devil represents comes in because, you know, you're afraid that what you're trying to do is not going to have that stable foundation. For some of you, you may be starting a business that where you're starting small and you're competing against larger established businesses or organizations. For some of you, in terms of love and relationships, if this is a soulmate kindred spirit relationship, particularly if you're trying to decide whether to, maybe you're getting engaged or getting married, or you're making the decision to do that, the Hierophant, the combination of the Hierophant and the Devil may be that there are some religious differences that could potentially interfere or influence the situation. It could represent that parents or a family structure maybe disapproves of the relationship or your choice of mate, or vice versa, and that has the potential to influence here. Um, the Devil card can sometimes represent addictions, conventional addictions, drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, shopping. I'm not feeling that energy for the majority of you, but I'm feeling like it's about significant and profound imbalance in connection with the Hierophant. So again, I feel like for a lot of you, it's in love and relationships, it's religious differences or religious disapproval. Perhaps the two of you come from two vastly different kind of religious spiritual backgrounds, and that's a factor. Perhaps there's some family disapproval, which is going to be a factor. Um, your established social group, could be a factor because there's I'm feeling kind of disapproval and criticism here. But it's about beginning something new, planting the seeds to grow something new, to manifest and build something new, and something which you want to be prosperous and abundance and really become established and last for a long time. And there's some imbalance and struggle coming in. How that plays out specifically is going to differ depending on who's watching, whether that's family or religious disapproval, or whether it's trying to compete against other businesses and business, career, and finance. Perhaps what you're doing is taking you away from a stable, secure, steady job that you're maybe not all that emotionally invested in, but at least gave you, perks and benefits and security. And there's some financial struggle and imbalance there in this new thing that you're trying to build. So at or towards the end of November 2016 is when we come to the decision-making point here, because we have two cards and they're both twos, the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands. So two is a number of duality, crossroads, needing to make a decision. And these are both about needing to make a decision. The Two of Swords is a card. Swords is all about is a mental, cerebral, intellectual energy. It's governed by the element of air, and it's all about what goes on up in our heads: words, ideas, communication, belief systems, outlooks, perspectives. The blindfold represents being needing to make a decision, needing to choose a path, but being stuck and maybe being a little unwilling or reluctant to deal with what's in front of you, to make a decision, to choose one way or the other. For some of you for whom this is a relationship and you're experiencing disapproval or criticism from family or a religious issue or a combination of both, it could represent a reluctance to make a decision because it's going to place you on one side or the other and may estrange you from other relationships in your life. So there's this sense of being reluctant to take the blindfold off and actually choose, make a decision, stand on one side or the other, kind of being stuck at that crossroads. And then we have the Two of Wands underneath it, which represents again, another really needing to make this decision, being at a crossroads. But the key to the path that he chooses, it's an all about long-term thinking and long-term planning, your long-term goals. Remember the energy of this 10 of Pentacles. This is what we hope to achieve. This is the goal. This is the dream. This is what you want. You want to reach the 10 and have this grow, become successful, established, whether it's business or whether it's in love and relationship, whether it's, how you provide a foundation for your family, the financial decisions you're making for maybe your new family or where you're going down the road. The key to which path to choose is the one that's going to provide the clearest and most successful path towards your long-term goal. This is about taking the blindfold off, looking at it head on, and setting aside what's right in front of you, perhaps disapproval, critique, or the struggles that you're facing right now, setting those aside and going, okay, what's my long-term vision? What's my long-term plan? And choose the path that leads to that, regardless of what is going on in the present. It's all about getting to where you need to go long term. This is about looking down the road. Where do I want to go? And choosing the path that leads there, despite what opinion or criticism might be going on at present. Even if that means that you need to put yourself on one side or the other, you need to follow where your heart lies, regardless of what this actually represents specifically. And those can sometimes be difficult decisions to make, and particularly in relationships, because at the end of the day, it's all about saying, look, I'm not setting myself against you, but I need to follow my heart, and my heart lies with this person or this thing or this dream that I have, and that's where I need to go. So your overall energy, your crowning cards, actually two of them popped out. We have the King of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So the King of Swords, I feel like for a lot of you, this is the energy you need to manifest, particularly at the end of the month, in how you go about making this decision, because the King of Swords is all about looking at the future, long-term thinking, long-term planning, long-term vision. He's the King of Swords. He's reached the mastery of his suit. So this is all about words, communications, thoughts. He's intelligent, well thought out, but he's not prone to making decisions based purely on emotion or feeling, because he's very practical, logical. He's all about the truth, doing the research, looking ahead, considering all the ramifications of any decisions that he might make before he sets things into motion, and making the most practical decision, doing what he knows to be right. great. For some of you, this King of Swords is going to represent your partner in this, whether it's in a love romance relationship or a business project sort of thing. For some of you, this is going to represent the person who's kind of the source of this criticism or disapproval or imbalance somehow. Again, it's going to play out differently depending on who's watching. Now, the second card that popped out as your crowning card was the Ace of Cups. Again, Cups is that suit about feelings, emotions, relationships, love. Aces represent one, potential, the promise of what could be, new beginnings, new pathways. It's a beautiful accompaniment to the Empress and the Two of Cups. Ultimately, Sagittarius, what do you want for your future? New beginnings, new love, new emotional beginnings, new beginnings completely. Regardless of what you're hearing or you might be fighting in terms of what this imbalance represents, it's all about where you want to go. You have the opportunity to begin something new, to walk down a new path. Be smart and practical about how you do that, but remember it's about new beginnings for you and for somebody else, for something else that it feels like really is a dream, very emotionally invested in. Look at what your long-term goal is, what you want long-term, and choose the path that leads towards that and follow. It's about balance between head and heart this month. Try not to be too impulsive and spontaneous, but do follow your heart. Follow what your intuition tells you you need to do, regardless of what's going on in the present. It's all about orienting yourselves on a path that leads to what you want long term. So Sagittarius, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope that you have found it useful in navigating through November. It looks like it's a contemplative kind of month, but some beautiful energy coming out too as well. Absolutely lovely energy with new beginnings and love and relationships and business and projects. Beautiful partnerships as well. So I thank you very much for watching. And again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can click on the little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, that little square that says About. That'll tell you a little bit about me. And it also has my email address, which is Maggie, the number 1, McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to do a reading with you or for you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the November 2016 mid-month readings. And until then, Sagittarius, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.